Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway. India have clearly decided to play here with a 5-3-2 formation, Jim.
Well, a reinforced rearguard, Peter, and a compact midfield probably suggests that they're focusing much on giving very little away. I think if you commit to that, then you really can't afford to concede, because it clearly demands a quick change in approach if you do, which isn't always easy, because in the build-up to this, believe me, they'll have been working principally on organisation and shape in training, and it's not easy just to suddenly come out of that.
And it's Rooney, looking for the run. That's been cut out, well played. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but he... And he shoots! Goal! Barcelona! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
India are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Looking to play him in. Well read, nice interception. Not the most accurate pass. He's being urged to shoot. Fermin! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Fermin is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Oh, easy pickings there. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Baresi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Rooney really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Shoots! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Lampard is offering a right smile there.
And we have our very first corner. That's a decent clearance. India are looking to go forward now. And he was quick to react. Fermin. No way through. And it's Kukçu. Lampard. Cleared without complication. Oh, strongly challenged there. Has a look and plays it forward. Messi. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Rooney. And he's found a way past. Rooney. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Rooney couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Hello, attendees.
What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter, be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Barcelona leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Barcelona really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
And it's Zanetti. Zanetti drives forward on the overlap. And it's hoisted clear. And smartly reclaimed. And this is Owen. He's having a go! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Rodri, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Messi, he was under real pressure there. Excellent challenge. He's having a shot! That is decidedly lacking. Zanetti looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
And that has put paid to that. Dani Olmo can so cleverly bypass the press. Bellingham cuts out the pass. Over to the left.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Well timed, excellent interception. Has a shot! So close to drawing level.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
Substitution on the field, number 17.
Corner number 2 then.
Number 9, Castolo. Coming on the field, number 13, Johan Cruyff.
Goes to finish! Oh, didn't catch it right.
Rodri really looked sharp out there. That first touch, sensation.
That's a nicely shaped ball.
Barcelona nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
I think we're just about done here. And that is a little undercooked. Couldn't squeeze it through. And it's Messi. That's rather hopeful. And that certainly packed a punch. And we're done. Barcelona have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Your reflections then, Jim?
Yeah, clean sheets and hard grind will help you go places, and they...
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I get the feeling, Peter, that this guy, Michael Elise, will be very much on...
He's tried one! That was superb goalkeeping!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. It's a mighty effort! Irwin. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Ribery. Played into space. Oh, well played, well played. And that was very necessary. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
No, that's been intercepted. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, he's burst through! Real chance! Still goalless. Szoboszlai has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Marquinhos spots it and intercepts. And it's Szoboszlai. And the pass is intercepted. Iniesta. Szoboszlai. And the shot, Rummenigge! Oh, that was no routine save.
Rummenigge is offering a wry smile there.
Barcelona have their second corner now. He's going for goal! Egypt have the chance to go the other way. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is it's Thiago! And he has kept it out somehow.
Thiago really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
So, third corner of the game. Oh! It's bounced back off the post. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. Barcelona get their fourth corner. Now it's Szoboszlai. Barcelona can try it again now. They're up to 5 corners now. They've played it short, and this is Neymar. Egypt are looking to go forward now. Pass somewhat off target. Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, what has happened here? And that's really well manoeuvred. And he's had it nicked away. It's Thiago! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Ribery.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
He's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Kukçu. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Good effort, and it is right on half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Just a quick
The midway point of the game.
Barcelona ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Barcelona are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change.
Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. This to make it 1-0. Stop from Courtois. Oh, they could be caught out here. That's a little off target. Szoboszlai puts his foot on the gas. Szoboszlai! He has done it! The second half sparked straight into life. That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
So the first moment of real significance.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away.
And there's the shot! Nicely weighted ball. Baresi calmly anticipates. Szoboszlai. Now it's Berbatov. And he's intervened well there. Thiago. Thiago going face-to-face with his great rival. It's Thiago! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
25, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 18, Szoboszlai. Number 14, Neymar.
Can he get on the end of
Coming on
this?
the field, number 23.
Oh, that's a key interception.
Number 7.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Egypt really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Half an hour gone in the second half. Now that's well seen too. Now, can they get him away? Thiago. He's picked his way through. Thiago! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Substitution.
The corner count is rising. That's 6. Up he goes! And that would have been game, set and match.
Rijkaard really can't believe it. He let the opposition off the hook there, and he knows it all too well.
1-0 as we head towards the end. Mohamed Salah. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's their second corner of the game. Nakata with the short one. Lampard. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. I think we're just about done here. Thiago.
There will be 5 minutes
Irwin.
added time.
Looking for the run. Thiago. 5 minutes to add. Looking for options for movement. He's found a way through. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bergkamp. And it's Thiago. Played into space out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. So that's it. It is all over. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride.
Please join me.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. The action has already started. Tries a shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Simplicity itself.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Neymar. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Rodri. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, perfectly measured that. He's picked his way through. Now that's a fine challenge. Bellingham.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Yaya Toure. And here's Shevchenko. Brilliantly cut out. Now it's Neymar. Looking to play him in. Rodri. Morocco trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the...
Chance for a shot! No mistake! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And here's Shevchenko. And it's Yaya Toure. Played out wide. Yaya Toure is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And this is Neymar. Now it's Kökçü. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Koundé. Rodri. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Dixon. Dani Olmo.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Neymar. Well seen. Saw that coming. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So, your views on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Kindly remove it, as it is about to be towed away. Substitution in progress.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that...
Shevchenko! Just cruising! They are cruising! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Morocco find a position of real strength now. That is ended up in no man's land. Fernandes, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Rodri.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Now it's Del Piero. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Koundé. Barcelona, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
Takes a shot! And he should have made it 4.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
And it's Del Piero, looking for options for movement. Well, the idea was a good one, the execution of it not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation, no more, no less.
Now it's Neymar. And that could set him on his way. He might... And the shot! He's got a goal! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
He's having a shot! He's scored! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. Barcelona really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Thiago, Rodri cuts it out. Aimed beyond the defence, and they win it back again. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Rummenigge plays a sharp little ball here. Goes for a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Oh, well played. And time is up. A tale of 2 teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We have already started here. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive.
Rummenigge! Oh, full marks for that effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Tries to play it through. And Del Piero!
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Oh, smashing header! And he's there to get it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Ibrahimovic. And it's made its way to him.
Well, Peter, there's goalkeepers, and there are great goalkeepers, and then there's Oliver Kahn. He's in a league of his own.
While he is a goalkeeping icon, isn't he? The man famously known as King Khan by some. Snyder! Oh, that was no routine save.
Snyder really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Danny Olmo. And here's Lee Kang-in. Lee Kang-in will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. It's Ibrahimovic! It's in! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter.
He's having a shot! Goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Barcelona grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Rummenigge.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
It's bounced back off the post. Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Well, I admire players who do that, because they just don't give up on anything.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Chouameni, Xavi Alonso, and that interception was most necessary. Nicely shaped ball. Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Howson. Barcelona heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. This looks promising. Rummenigge was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. 5 minutes till the break. He is through here. And he's cut it out. Odo. Plays a sharp little ball here. Thiago. That is great defending, so alert.
Really well played, he read that perfectly.
Well read, nice interception.
Two
Rummenigge
has been indicated.
Mateus. And he's really put himself on the line here. And this could be the final action of the first half. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Goes for the shot! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. So the team's still separated by one goal, but it should be very different. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Barcelona, very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And we're already back up and running after half-time. And this is Hullet. Oh, important interception. Mateus, a player who needs no introduction. Rummenigge. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And it's Schneider. Applies the finish! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, well measured. And that is expertly dealt with. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Pinches it off him. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And here's Lee Kang-in. Barcelona have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Mateus. Thiago. Now that looks a decent ball. Khan claims comfortably. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. It's a pretty loose pass. He won't be happy with that one. Looking for options for movement. Quality ball.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And that's really well manoeuvred.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. Looking to play him in. Oh, super find. Big chance! Now who's going to... And Hullet! Really well taken goal. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Olmo. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. Del Piero looks to get on the end of this. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Passing is crisp and sharp, and he was quick to react. Schneider. 5 minutes left on the clock. Rummenigge. Nicely weighted ball. He's through here. No, poor contact, nothing on the shot. Pepe. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Hullet. Hullet! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Barcelona have their third corner. Mateus! It's loose now. In he goes again! Yes! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
And Del Piero! And somehow he kept it out.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
It's a mighty effort! And that may well be that. That is that. Barcelona have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Rummenigge picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Celebrating their wedding anniversary today.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we're underway. Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his presence are as imposing as they come.
Yeah, he's proved positive that being a top-class centre-half isn't all about physicality and height. You know, he's only 5'9", but he's imperious in the air. It just goes to show the importance of how he reads the game, the anticipation, the positioning.
Great chance! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Cruyff, good driving. Here's a chance! Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. Oh, lots on that one, but he couldn't find the target. Over to the left, and here's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho, he's shifting through the gears here. Gerrard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. So we're still where we started right now. Into the channel. Nicely weighted ball. And he's picked it up out wide. Gullit kept his eye on it, and he's there. That's the corner kick. Barcelona with the corner. They're first. Dani Olmo going face-to-face with his great rival. And that has left him in a heap. Looking for the run. Dani Olmo. Akanji. Shot could be on. Oh, it's come loose. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Akanji. Plays a sharp little ball here. That is good alertness. And it's Olmo. Messi. It's run loose here. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And this is Del Piero. Hakimi does well to stand firm and defend it.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And that's too far for anyone. Can he get on the end of this? He could be in here. Can he finish? What a wonderful goal!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
And it's half-time here. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Barcelona.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Barcelona are 1-0 up at half-time and it's all to play for. And we're off again.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Now it's Messi. And he's lost his man here. He's found some space. And he shoots! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Great defending, strong and determined. Pelé. Dani Olmo can so cleverly bypass the press. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store. Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Hullet. Now it's Pelé.
Pelé really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Played out to the left flank. The message is clear, none shall pass. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
He's picked his way, shapes to shoot! And he comes up trumps again. Ronaldinho. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
That was lovely, that.
Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Gerrard. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's beat on the finish! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Barcelona have their second corner now. Cannavaro is there and he can get that clear. Strong running down that left flank. Nice control. And it's Rijkaard.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He's got away. All hands on deck for this one. Bayer breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And that will be it. Barcelona have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Rummenigge claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Please refrain from parking outside.
Your reflections then, Jim?
Barcelona, and there's a lot more to read into this game than just the scoreline.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running.
There's the golden nugget, that is Paul Scholes, one of the game's unsung heroes.
And nothing seems to change him. All that adulation, he's the same bloke.
Agreed, but on a world level, he ought to have higher status. But he's never been one for hugging the limelight. He just loves being the quietest.
Oh, what has happened here? It's loose now and they want to get it back. He's had a shot! He's scored!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless.
Number 7, Eden Hazard.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Rummenigge, and the pass is intercepted. Maldini is there to clear. Out to the right. Now it's Hazard. And here's Bellingham. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Well, that is one way to stop him. Bellingham wins the duel this time. Barcelona are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Shifted upfield. Rummenigge is herring after that one. Now that's well seen too. Van Dijk is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And that's gone loose. Oh, he's been caught, and Bebeto! Oh, yes, it's there! He has given that the lot. Bang!
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
After 26 minutes is...
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this.
And the shot! And he's gone looking for safety. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. That's rather hopeful! And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? He's shifting through the gears here. Tries to pass it through. Caught offside that time. And he's been shifted off it. Spread it left. Bebeto. That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Soboslai. Nicely weighted ball. Zanetti gets across to intercept that. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. It's a pretty loose pass. Ferdinand, always a very imposing presence at the back.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Hazard. It's a searching pass. And the whistle goes for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Barcelona are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score.
Substitution in progress.
Milan get the ball rolling for the second period.
Barcelona are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Shifted it to the flank. And he's only too happy to take that back. Spread out to the left. Oh, that is a nice touch. Oh, he's been caught napping. He is through here. Donnarumma did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And it's Bale. Hazard, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Rummenigge. Oh, that's fabulous. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Barcelona really could have done without this. Eyeball to eyeball with the goalkeeper. Not much more than a formality.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
And now he has two.
After 64 minutes is number 7, Eden Hazard.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Rummenigge. Bale in the hunt and looking threatening. Now it's Hazard. Donnarumma gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. Bojan Krkić back and defending. Bojan Krkić proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties. Barcelona really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now. Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's there to get it away. Barcelona must do something here, and very quickly.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now that looks a decent ball. Bellingham. We are into stoppage time, and it's made its way to him. Well, there's the clearance. Barcelona were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort unrewarded. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area, but the centre of their defence
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And here's Del Piero. And Del Piero! He's got away with one there. That's a little off target. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
That has not gone well. Now it's Hazard. Rummenigge. And that is expertly dealt with. And that was very necessary. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Lovely feet. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Kvaratskhelia picks it up out wide. Played into the box. De Gea deals with that nice and simple. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Kukçu is the team's great visionary. Knocks it into space. Al Nassr look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away.
Mbappe! Great effort, beautifully taken.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Taken back almost at once. And this is Del Piero. Oh, he's bustling through here. They want to be quick to recover this. Al Nassr have a free kick. Nuno Mendes. Mendes is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Costa Curta. It'll be a throw-in. Ruben Dias. Zanetti. And the half-time whistle goes. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Information on our shuttle bus service. Substitution on the field. Number 11, Timber. Number 15,
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Rice. Substitution.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, important interception. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now it's Del Piero. He's shifting through the gears here. Del Piero. Rummenigge. Big chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. It's Asa! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Hazard actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Zanetti did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Del Piero. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Zanetti kept his eye on it, and he's there. Azar, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. No breakthrough, and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Van Dijk. Number 19, Kvaratskhelia. Number 22, Francesco Totti. Coming on the field, number 17, William Saliba. Number 8, Neymar.
That comes as a mighty relief.
Substitution in progress.
Tries to pass it through, looking to play him in, goes for a shot! And he hits the net! And that could well be the winner!
What a time to take the lead, but now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Al Nassr have fired themselves in front.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Milan really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Great challenge, time to perfection. He has found the way through. De Jong with the clearance. And it's Azar. Rice. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Neymar! Good try, very good try, in fact.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
Can he get on the end of this? Del Piero.
Milan really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Added minutes has been indicated.
De Jong charging forward, the ball at his feet. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's lost his man here. Real chance, surely! In he goes again. Oh, taken with style. We thought it was over. It's all square once more. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
That's that, the end. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the cards, so overall I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.